Good evening all. We are discussing now genetics lesson. Gregor John Mendel. Gregor John Mendel is nothing but he was born in 1822. He was born in 1822. Born in 1822 and died in 1884. 1884. And Gregor John Mendel was an Austrian monk. Gregor John Mendel was Austrian monk. Then now Austrian it is called Czechoslovakia. Then Gregor John Mendel called father of genetics. So why he called father of genetics? Because he laid the foundation for study of genetics. Mendel laid the foundation for study of the genetics, and he introduced the laws of inheritance concept. Not only that, first time he used mathematical logics and statistical analysis in biological experiments. First time mathematical logics and statistical. Name the scientist who used first time mathematical logics and statistical analysis or used in biological experiment means Gregor John Mendel only. He called father of genetics. Now come to one by one. Gregor John Mendel conducted experiments on pea plants. Pea means Pisum sativum. Scientific name. Pisum sativum. Mendel conducted experiments on pea plants. Pisum sativum. It belongs to Fabaceae family. And then Pisum sativum or pea plants, chromosome number 14. Diploid in condition. So Mendel conducted experiments on pea plants. Then Pisum sativum belongs to Fabaceae. Chromosome number 14. If Mendel conducted experiments on pea plants, the period is 1856 to 1863. 7 years experiments. 7 years. Very, very important point. Mendel conducted experiments. The period is 1856 to 1863. 7 years experiment on pea plants. 7 years experiments conducted. Why he was chosen pea plants only, sir? What is the reason? Reason for pea plants. Reason for pea plants. 2 more question. Why Gregor John Mendel chose pea plants for his experiments? Because they complete one by one. They are annual plants. Means they complete their lifespan within very short period. Then second, they show that they are bisexual flowers. Bisexual flowers, matlab both male and female, they exhibit both male and female flowers. Not only that, they show the self and cross pollinations. Pea plants shows self and cross pollination. Then easily grown in a garden. And they show many contrasting characters. So very, very important. 2 more question also. Why Mendel chose pea plants for his experiments? Because the pea plants are annual plants. They complete lifespan within short period. And then they show the bisexual flowers. Matlab both male and female flowers they exhibit. Then self and cross pollination takes place. Easily grown in the garden. Then they show the many contrasting characters. Because of this reason, Mendel selected pea plants. Then Mendel selected true breed lines. This word also important. True breed pea lines. In which year? 1857 to 1859. This is also very important. 1857 to 1859. Mendel conducted experiment on pea plants are 1856 to 1863, 7 years. Mendel selected true breed pea lines from 1857 to 1859. So, what is the true breed pea lines, sir? A true breed pea lines means when continuously self-pollination, when conducted self-pollination continuously, there is no change of characters. The characters not change. The traits cannot not change when continuously self-pollination taken. That is a true breed lines. So Mendel selected for his experiments true breed lines in the year 1857 to 1859, and Mendel selected pea plants, Pisum sativum pea plants, for his experiment. About 10,000 pea plants, approximately 10,000 pea plants was selected for his experiments. Kono Mendel. So this is a Mendel. Not only that, Mendel selected 7 characters. Mendel selected 7 characters or 7 pairs of contrasting traits. That is also very important. Mendel selected for his experiment 7 characters. How the question will come? Then Mendel selected how many characters? How many characters? What are they? 3 mark question. Mendel selected 7 characters. 7 characters or 7 pair or 14 contrasting character. 7 pair means 14. Contrasting traits. Contrasting traits. See, what are that? Number 1, one by one. Serial number. Then character. Then contrasting traits. A contrasting trait may dominant, one type dominant, and then recessive, 2 types of them. So then character. So 7, Mendel selected 7 characters. 7 characters or 7 pair of contrasting character. One by one. First one, stem height. He selected stem height character name. So stem height ka contrasting traits are dominant is tall. Tall is the dominant. Recessive is dwarf. Dwarf is the recessive. Next, flower position. Flower position dominant is axial. Recessive is terminal. Then flower color dominant is violet. Recessive is white. Then pod shape is nothing but inflated is the dominant character. Constricted is the recessive. Then pod color is here careful. Pod color green is the dominant. Yellow is the recessive. Next to seed shape round is the dominant. Wrinkled is recessive. Then seed color yellow is the dominant. Green is the recessive. So Mendel selected 7 characters or 7 pairs of contrasting traits. So what are the 7 characters? Stem height, flower position, flower color, pod shape, pod color, seed shape, seed color. These are the contrasting traits. Mendel selected 7 characters. Stem height, flower position, flower color, and pod shape, pod color, and seed shape, seed color. So total 7 pairs of contrasting traits. 14 contrasting traits. That we had just now seen. Then which of the following is a dominant? Which of the following is a recessive? They may chance to ask question. Which of the following is dominant means, for example, dwarf. Which of the following is a dominant? Dwarf, violet, then white, terminal. So which of the following is a dominant? Which of the following is a dominant question? Options: dwarf, violet, white, terminal. Answer is violet. So such type of question. Not only that. So how many characters belongs to color selected by Gregor-John Mendel? Flower color, pod color, seed color. 3 characters. How many belongs to characters belongs to seed by selected by Mendel? 2. Seed color, seed shape. Like that also some questions may chance to ask. Now, law of inheritance. Gregor-John Mendel comments on tea plants from 1856 to 1863. And then he introduced the law of inheritance concept. Law of inheritance. So he introduced the three laws here. Number one, law of dominance. Law of dominance. Second, according to textbook, law of segregation. Law of segregation. A law of segregation also called purity of gametes. Purity of gametes. Then third one, law of independent assortment. Law of independent assortment. Law of independent assortment. See, for example, this is first and second law. Law of dominance to law of segregation. Law of dominance to law of segregation, both are explained by one gene inheritance. One gene inheritance. One gene inheritance. So, law of independent assortment, this is explained by two gene inheritance. Two gene inheritance concept. Two gene inheritance. So, sometimes mention the laws which is explained by one gene inheritance, means law of dominance, law of segregation. Then mention the two gene inheritance means law of independent assortment. Now first one by one, law of dominance. Law of dominance. First, what character? Sometimes theory also. Briefly describe about the law of dominance. According to law of dominance, characters controlled by discrete units. Discrete units. That units called factors. Characters controlled by discrete units called factors. So, factors. Units only factors. Factors occurs in pairs. Factors occurs in pairs. Factors occurs in pairs. Pair. In dissimilar factor. In dissimilar factor, one is a dominate another one. One is a dominate another one. This meaning of that, in dissimilar factor, capital T, small t. Capital T is a dominate the recessive one, small t. Characters controlled by discrete units. For example, tall. Tall is a character. That character controlled by discrete unit called factors. That is capital T, or capital T, small t. Characters controlled by discrete units called factor. According to Mendel, factors is equal to genes. According to Mendel. For example, factors occurs in pairs. Yes, pair. Factors occurs in pairs. In dissimilar factor, dissimilar factor, one is a dominate on another one. Capital T dominate on another one. So, according to this concept, this law is used to explain. This law is used to explain one of the parental character. In F1 generation. One of the parental character in F1 generation. Then both parental characters in F2 generation of monohybrid cross, is 3:1 ratio. 3:1. This is nothing but law of dominance. So this last point, what is the last point meaning, sir? एक बार देखो ना. So for example, in monohybrid cross between two plants in one character, talu dwarf is a stem height, is a character. These two are contrasting traits. Tall is nothing but homozygous na capital T. Here small t. This character controlled by discrete units called factors. These factors also pairs. These factors also pairs. Then now come to iska homozygous type na, so only one type of gametes. Here homozygous only one type of gametes. In F1 generation by cross, capital T small t comes. Capital T small t means tall. Why? Because capital T is the dominant. So it is a completely dominant of the small t. So F1 generation, tall character only comes. Tall character only comes. So tall character is nothing but parental character, that is a dominant character. That is the meaning. This law is used to explain one of the parental character in a F1 generation. Yes, one of the parental character, that is F1 generation, that is the tall. Then F2, both parental character in F2 generation 3:1 ratio. For example, how's are 3:1 ratio? Capital T small t, capital T small t. F1 is a self-pollination. Then C, capital T combines. Then capital T small t. Here capital T small t. Here small t small t. This is nothing but tall. This is also tall. This is also tall. Because it is heterozygous tall. This is homozygous tall. This is a dwarf. So here tall how many? 1, 2, 3. Tall is 3. Dwarf how many? 1. So 3:1 ratio. This is F2 generation. So according to law of dominance, one of the parental character explains in F1 generation. This is that. Then both parental characters in F2 generation is a 3:1 ratio. Like this. This law is nothing but law of dominance. Law of dominance explained by monohybrid cross. That is also what is monohybrid cross. We will explain in detail next 5 mark question that time. Just it's for understanding about this law. Next second law, second what he was given, law of segregation. Law of segregation. Law of segregation means it is also called purity of gametes. This law based on the fact alleles do not show blending. Alleles do not show blending. Not mixing. Alleles do not show blending. Both characters are recovered in F2 generation. This is the main concept. According to law of segregation, this law based on the fact that alleles do not show blending. Both characters record in F2 generation. These two allele, capital T, small t allele, not blending, not mixing. The capital T is a tall, small t is a dwarf. These both the characters record in a F2 generation. That is the meaning of that one. And then, according to this law, during the formation of gametes, one of the during the formation of gametes, factors are separate. One of the factors are segregate or separate. Then each gamete receives one of the factor. That meaning is this is nothing but factors. During the formation of gametes, this is gamete. During the formation of gamete, then these two alleles are segregate, separate. Then each, here one gamete, here one gamete. Of course, always same. Here each gamete carries one factor. That is the meaning of this one. Next, in homozygous factors, now it comes like that. In homozygous factors, that meaning capital T, homozygous factor produce similar type of gametes. Homozygous condition, homozygous factor produce similar type of gametes, capital T. Both are capital T, homozygous condition. Of course, here take small t. This is also small t, similar type of gametes. But in a heterozygous condition, heterozygous factors factors, capital T, small t, produce two different type or different type of gametes. That means capital T and a small t, two different types. For example, you can take here. This is a capital T, small t. This is the heterozygous condition. Will segregate like this: capital T one gamete, small t one gamete. That is the meaning of that one. So, according to law of segregation, alleles do not show blending, and both characters are recorded in F2 generation. This capital T, small t not blending. This capital T character, small t character recorded in F2 generation. Formation of gametes. During the formation of gametes in this condition or this condition, the alleles, these are alleles, segregate, separate. Then each gamete, here, each gamete, here also take. Each gamete receive one of the factor. In homozygous condition means this like or this like, similar type of gametes are produced. But in heterozygous condition, produce two different type of gametes. I mean, here both the law of segregation and the law of purity of gametes are law of dominance. Law of segregation, both are explained by one gene inheritance. That is in detail explanation will take place in monohybrid cross in the next class. Thank you.